Alright, annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of Metaphor REFantazio running on PC. Yeah, I had a bad Fantazio once, but I wanted to give the restaurant another chance to serve me a good Fantazio. You can imagine it didn't work out. I wonder how long it actually takes to go through the dungeon.
What do you think? Understood. The royal guard is sloppy, aren't they?
All right then.
Hang on a minute, you.
All right then.
The royal guard is sloppy.
But my comrades in arms.
Stop it, don't run! My husband.
All right then.
Through Traveler's Voices, you can see how other players spend their time. It might serve as a good reference if you're curious. Okay, I have no idea what all that is. I just want to see the quests. Let's see. To nurture and strengthen lead to challenge Lewis the Archmage. That's the main quest. Okay. I thought I had another. I had another thing.
Whatever should I do?
Ridiculous. For that? Now what am I to do? Welcome.
That whole cathedral business has brought in a lot of customers. I had no choice but to stay open. So, what do you have? Bidoo meat? Oh, chicken basically. Why thanks, we pride ourselves in our meat's quality. Cook it right and you'll have a fine meal on your hands. If I find somewhere to cook, I should try using this.
Oh, there.
Are you interested in my shop's herbs? Well, sorry to break it to you, but I can't sell it to you. Now, before you get the wrong idea, let me show you that it's not a matter of tribe. It's just I've got limited stock and only sell to my regulars.
Hardly believe such a thing.
All right.
Well, okay.
Let's go.
Sure.
What's it all got to do with us anyway?
Just can't stand it.
Well, you're not getting off the hook for that.
Greetings, elder boy. Uh-huh. What's, Mustari Trial? I have heard of them, yes. Let's learn, let's learn some history. Glad to hear it. Let's go elsewhere to chat, shall we?
Well then.
Our tribe is called the Mustari. Perhaps the most obvious part of our culture is that we wear masks, just like the ones I have on right now. Next thing you'll notice, we have 3 eyes. 3 eyes? And that goes for every Mustari? What's it like for you to see? What's it like to see for you all? Our third eye cannot see things. We see the world almost exactly as you do. However, the Mustari faith is vastly different from that of other tribes. We have our own unique faith, different from state religion. Sancticism. Is it restricted to the Mustari tribe? Do only the Mustari practice this belief? That's correct. Normally, we cannot reveal our teachings to other tribes. Sancticism is a belief open to all. Perhaps that is why, at times, politics get involved and distort its doctrine. For that reason, we refrain from revealing our faith to everyone. It's our only means of keeping our doctrine the way it should be. That doesn't sound like the best solution, but I'm guessing it's complicated. Some try to spread our teachings outside the island, but things quickly grow complex, and one must tread carefully. Other tribes have a tendency to jump to conclusions. That is why Sancticism has gathered many believers. And now we are scorned as the masked tribe. That is who we are, forever etched in our history. He taught me about the Mastari way of life. I feel learning more about their existence has improved my tolerance.
All right. Pleased to hear it.
It may be worth telling you more. Next time I'll tell you about our basic doctrine if the chance comes. Hearing all that was intriguing. It's about time I head back to the inn. Back to the Hush Honeybee.
Anxious if you could help.
Yeah.
I want to make red grass roasted bidu. I wish I could teach you, but you'll need to bring your own ingredients. Everything we have in the inn is reserved for our dining services. If you want to make red grass roasted bidu, you can buy what you'll need from the market located in front of the Grand Cathedral. You'll need bidu meat, pristine clear water, and red grass. The water merchant should carry pristine clear water. The red grass is sold at a market near the Grand Cathedral, but it may be hard to come by. The vendor doesn't stock much of it.
You're a big help.
Come back once you've got all the ingredients on hand. Oh, and remember, the kitchen's always open to you when you want to help out.
Anxiously. If you could help.
He's still in bed. I hear Stifle crying. Okay, well. I guess we'll just help out in the kitchen then.
Yeah. You're a big help. Next up is...
When we finish preparing fish, now we should just have to put them in that pot.
Oh, right!
I mean, that's what we did last time. Is it always the same? Fruity fish sounds odd. I don't know if I would like something like that.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That one might be an acquired taste.
Let's make it happen.
All right then.
You need a license.
Hey!
Cry in pain somewhere. You there, you should be careful. There have been reports of Nydia Swindler around here. Wait, you're an Elder? Damn it, what's going on? Hey, you there. Do you have any medicinal herbs? My stomach is killing me. He's in pretty rough shape. A medicinal herb would go a long way. You have 14 on hand. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
You saved me.
Ah, it's feeling a bit better. You're a kind one. People normally pay no mind to parapas like me. But you really helped me here. Here, or you'll help me. Here, take this. That was nice of you to make that man so happy. I hope he gets better. These are mag prices. Okay, so this is Magla gets denser on days the weather's bad. That means the worse the weather, the higher I'll pay. That's why more and more people only come on days with bad weather. You the type to mind the conversion rate too? Okay.
All right then.
What can I excuse me?
Excuse me. You of the Elder Tribe, yes? Have you had any negative experiences here in town? Why do you ask? Because many people in this town use tribal differences as an excuse to do the most outrageous things. I'm part of a group working to help people whose tribal origins make them a target for harassment. We exist in cities other than Grand Trad as well. Right now we're collecting funds for our case. But this cause doesn't seem to interest most people, so we haven't been able to raise much money. It truly pains me to ask this of an elder like yourself, but if you could find it in your heart to support our cause... Yeah, sure. Thank you. I swear I'll use your donation as best I can. I don't believe it. You really donated. Are you interested in our activities? If you don't mind, can I discuss this more with you? There aren't many who support this cause. I know I'm doing the right thing, but the reality is so discouraging.
It's gonna be tough.
It looks like she's serious about helping out where she can, but she seems kind of down. Maybe we could cheer her up. Successful encouragement of the activist may help hone my eloquence. What do you think? Let's do it.
Happy to hear that.
Ah, how wonderful. Then please come this way. The Parapas, the Ujif, or the Ujif, the Mastari, and of course the Elda too. Those tribes are abhorred by the other tribes. Without a great deal of wisdom or skills, it's impossible for them to get a normal job. Work is especially limited for them here in the royal capital. You've seen the executioner in this back alley, right? Dirty work like this is all that's available to these tribes. Having a job is better than nothing, though. Those less fortunate must choose between starvation and banditry. Actually, no. There is one other option, becoming igniter experimentation subjects, but there's no guarantee they'll survive those. What kind of experiments? Igniter experiments? What does that entail? I don't know the specifics myself. Not many do, but you should still be careful all the same. Even though igniters' blood is being spilled for their development, I know it. I don't have many people on my side, and I haven't been able to help many people yet, but knowing there are people like you out there gives me confidence to go on.
Take care.
People like you who see injustice and actually try to do something about it. This world would be a better place with more people like that. Looks like my support was a source of encouragement for her. I feel my eloquence has improved.
All right.
It's not much, but here. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate you hearing me out.
Well then.
We had a hard exchange of opinions. About time to get back to everyone.
Please, I'm just if you can help.
Yeah.
I guess let's try the other option. This seems to be the same every single time.
Then
Let's see here. We finished preparing the fish, so now we just have to put these in that pot. Okay, the next thing we need to prepare is the cockatoo woolly cloud omelet. The eggs in this dish are supposed to have a fluffy look and texture. How do we do that? Cook it on low heat.
Let's try this.
We need to cook it over low heat. Oh, so we let the residual heat slowly finish the eggs? Gotcha. Time to get started. Gallagher and I poured our hearts into the preparation. The technique using low-heated eggs allowed it to develop a soft and airy texture. Let's serve it to the customer.
nice job.
The customer wolfed down the whole plate. You're surprisingly good at this, meowmurai. Looks like I did a good job helping out. I feel like my tolerance has improved.
Now then.
Tolerance.
Tolerance. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspires to true sovereignty, take up a mantle of benevolence, which shall spur thee to aid thy people.
Why, that's...
The conqueror needs to that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Oh, well, there's a lot of inflammation just to use an anti-inflammatory cream.
Time
Don't want to inflate it too much.
and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We got a major bargain. What's happened?
All right then. Let's go. What now? right then. Yes.
I remember you, Elda. Seems I was right about you not being a local. I've heard the rumors. My source suggests that you and Grius were working together. Huh? How'd you know that? I own a magic dagger shop, and I do have some sway with the residents of Sunshade Row. But you needn't worry. I have no intention of turning you in. In exchange for my discretion, though, for lack of a better word, would you be willing to do a job for me? What job?
Yes.
A dangerous one, shall we say. I imagine a colleague of Grius would likely have the skill and discretion required. However, perhaps I'd better look elsewhere. I didn't realize how young you are on first glance. I prefer to work with someone who already understands how the world works to some degree. Too much risk otherwise. Don't want your death on my conscience. With that retort that demonstrates your royal virtues, you can gain the upper hand and win new supporters. Consider the type of ruler you'd like to be and respond well when someone questions your capabilities. This lady owns the igniter shop, right? I bet the pay would be decent. Might be worth taking the job if nothing too crazy. At least describe the job. If I put my overflowing wisdom on display, I'll be able to stand my ground with people as powerful as this woman.
Yes.
Well, I suppose you really are more than you seem. I certainly can't imagine Grius would have worked with any normal child. Glad to hear it. I'd like to see what you're made of.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brigitte. I run the shop and manage trade of magic igniters. This is your first time in Grand Trad, you mentioned. Then, what do you think of magic igniters?
They make things easier.
I suppose they make some things easier.
Aha! Situationally easier, but not broadly useful, eh? You have a good grasp of it then. Alright, next. Are you good at keeping secrets?
That's a secret.
I'm afraid that's a secret.
Are you trying to be funny? At least you're not short on nerve. Then, I have one last question. Do you believe in God?
Everyone's faith is their own.
Not the one everyone else does. I have my own beliefs.
In other words, not the God of Sanctism. Well, that's enough for me. Yes, I think there's potential in you. I'd like to ask you to handle an extermination mission. You're fit for the task. The fact is, our trade route for Igniters has been, shall we say, compromised. A local monster's apparently made the place its feeding grounds. Evidence suggests its actual nest is near the place I personally checked out. I want you to go there, find it, and exterminate it.
Wait, hold on just a moment. You're asking us to handle something so important? Is that even okay?
I'm asking you precisely because it's so important. There are reasons I'd rather not bring this to the guard. I usually prefer discretion with these sorts of things anyway. Especially with groups like them. But if Grius trusts you, then I certainly can.
How are you connected with Grius?
I hardly think that there's discussion right now.
What do you think? It does seem like she could use the help, but...
You will be compensated, of course, and generously. There's also the option of discounts on my stock, if that appeals. Additionally, rumor has it there's even treasure to be found at the monster nest. I'd say the potential rewards are a fair match for the risk.
It's a strange request, but someone connected to Grius probably wouldn't try to trick us. It does seem like a bad deal between the compensation and the treasure.
I hope you've no objections to the job.
Alright?
Understood.
Thank you. You're bound for Belega Corridor. It's only a short distance away from here.
This one's important.
I need to slay Gaptaros in Belga Corridor. The informant in Grand Trad, who's usually at the Hushed Honeybee Inn on Sunshine Road, should have more details.
here. Just think of the goodies that might be hiding inside. This place. Here's where we are now. Here's where we are now. Here's where we are now.
We'll see.
Let's see here.
If you don't have a way there, I'll lend you my carriage. Not the kind of trip you'll want to make on foot. You can leave the city through the large gate south of the central street. Don't die out there now.
The monster at Bellica Corridor, right? I bet an informant would know something about it. Hunting outside the city is a good idea, but don't forget our mission is in the Grand Cathedral. To get there, you can exit from the large south gate or speak to me, and I'll call for you a carriage.
All right then.
Let's go.
What's it all got to do with us?
Unstinking believable.
You're not getting on the... Idiot peasants.
Come on.
Out of my sight, filthy elder. Someone's shouting from upstairs, but don't let it get to you. You haven't done anything wrong.
Stop that to run. What's happened?
The only thing that could brighten up times like this would be seeing the smile of an innocent child. Just look at Maria. It's so sad. I can't even bear to look at her. Things like this are hard to cope with, even for adults. Well, if it ain't one of Grease's chums. If I have to tell you, it was a real shame what happened to him. But don't you worry, friend. Everyone around here has owed that man a great deal. I've got no clue what your situation is, but I won't turn you into the authorities. I have some secrets of my own, to be honest. Everyone here does. Damn, what do I do? I don't think I'll be able to travel outside the city for quite some time. Why? Bloody hell, were you eavesdropping on me, Elder? Anyway, the rebellion at the Grand Cathedral getting all the attention. The bandits are free to run Rogshed through across the wastelands. Anyone who walks out there is easy prey. Wasn't there supposed to be an informant here? I will be responsible for Maria, I assure you. I will give her the best care I can. You all need to focus on your own priorities now.
What now?
Is usually at the Hush Honeybee? Well, ain't nobody here.
What?
This is Hulkenberg's room. She'll get angry if you go in without her permission.
Please, if you could help. I'm just incredulous.
Well, apparently he's not here right now.
What's happened?
I apologize for making you shoulder the burden of captaincy, but if you have the strength to title demands, I trust you wield it well.
So,
We cannot leave the Grand Cathedral in its current state. Shall we be off to it then, meowmurai? Nope.
I see.
I see. Don't tarry over long then. Oh, well, the lad, going somewhere? Up to you, of course, but I wouldn't go anywhere near the Grand Cathedral if I were you. Rumor has it that Lewis, you know, the bloke, has sent his private army to occupy it. Unless you fancy losing your life, I wouldn't get tangled up with that lot.
What's happened?
Yeah, I know worrying about it won't solve anything, but I can't stop thinking about Grease. Every time I see Maria's room or Fabian's face, I just can't shake the guilt. You can't blame yourself. You're right. There's much and more to do before we can feel sorry for ourselves. We are only beside him a short time, but we risked our lives together. What we learned is invaluable. Knowing that risk, he still became our ally, still took us under his wing. Perhaps I saw something of my late father in him. He was a man who put family first and country a close second, though they looked nothing alike. Still, I mustn't dwell on it. Grius would want us to focus on what's ahead, and he would be right. If I ask you just one thing, are you going to the Grand Cathedral? Hey, who told you that? Calm yourself. There's no need to be so wary. I won't say a word about it to anyone else. On the contrary, I'd like to help you. I've got intel on the monsters within the Grand Cathedral, and you could always use some more information, couldn't you?
What?
Information? I'm what some would call an informant. I sell information. So how about it? Any interest in paying for knowledge? Buying intel gives you more than just what you've heard from the informant. It has various effects, such as unlocking information about enemies in battle using analyze. Informants can be found skulking in taverns across Uchronia. Consider seeking them out, especially if you want hints about what to do next. You can view information you purchase from the item section in the main menu via the information panel. Who told you about the Belega corridor? That place may still harbor some treasure, since not many know about it. However, word has it that deep within the grotesque Galpators, a gigantic two-legged beast brandishing an axe, it's quite famous amongst adventurers. It hates anyone who uses a staff or mace, and it'll go berserk if it sees one. Watch out if it starts to build up strength. Next hit could just kill you straight off. That said, if you time your attacks well, you can knock it out of its stance and halt its attack. I recommend swift pierce attacks with a spear of some sort. It's weak to them. If you can't, then you ought to simply guard. Defending won't help you escape, but you may just be able to survive the onslaught. Finally, there's a lot of Gorborns out there. Those behave more or less the same. If you want to fight them off, use swords and spears. When he says staves or maces, does he mean mage and healer? Guess we should switch it up to be safe. Just to warn you, it's full of monsters that make the ones in Grand Cathedral pale in comparison. If you go, make sure you're mentally prepared for what you'll face. That's all I can offer you for now. Should you survive, do return. If you've got the coin, I'll have more information for you. I received a scrap of paper inscribing the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later.
You're right.
Okay, so I can't use the mage, but the mage is the one that I have to build up. What kind of dumbass quest is this?
All right then. Now, where was I? Hello.
Oh, he's at level 9 too, right? Oh, I should inherit
Good
skills.
of you to come. All right.
To unlock the skill and make it inheritable, I'll need 600 mag.
I've been saving this.
Oh, jeez. Not cheap. Hello, meow meow.
right.
getting off the hook for that.
She said to exit out of the south exit.
Let's go.
What's happened?
Fool.
Oh, this just goes to Sunshade Row. Well, I don't know what the hell she means then.
What on earth are you doing?
What's happened?
That's how it's gonna be, is it? Usually.
Come off it.
Wait. Really?
Don't forget the Grand Cathedral. Request an intel will open up new areas of the city map. A city map. You can go there as long as you know the path. You can see how many days are required to reach a destination when you select it on the map. If the road there doesn't pass through an encampment, you can get there that afternoon. When you return to town from your destination, it'll be night. After tackling a dungeon, you won't be able to do anything else. You and your allies need to rest. The wilds outside the city contain innumerable threats, but trust in your allies and step lively for adventure.
Let's see.
Wow, there's a lot around Grand Trad. It looks like... Just don't forget about the Grand Cathedral, okay?
We'll face danger here.
How long does it take?
Let's see.
Bridger mentioned a monster lives in these ruins. It could help train us up, but you sure you want to go? Takes a day, yeah. Our top priority is the Grand Cathedral right now. Besides, there may be even stronger enemies in there.
Hey, don't
All I'm saying is to give it some thought, meowmurai.
It's your call.
We should be able to get there and back within a day. Let's think it over.
And right there's a labyrinth.
So let's save. We got time before we need to go to the Grand Cathedral,
Really?
so we should be okay.
We'll face.
Hey, it's your... Let's move.
The party at last found themselves at Belega Corridor, once a palace of a small, bygone country, destroyed and worn away by sand and rock. The land is a shadow of its former glory. Now it is home to monsters attracted by its stagnant magma. The party steps into the corridor, as if called there by the lingering resentment of a country that could not stand the test of time.
The thing is,
This is where Bridget mentioned. Apparently the monsters here sometimes attack passers-by. I had no idea these ruins were here. This was a villa for a grand old noble family, I heard. But this looks properly old.
Is this right?
Well, at any rate, we're here for the Gaptoros. The ruins are novel, yes, but let us not stray from our purpose. Let's look for the shortest path.
That's right.
You're right. Let's look for the shortest path through.
Yeah.
Yeah, these ruins aren't going anywhere. We ought to stay focused.
My thanks.
There's always a trade-off. The decision is yours, but pray make it sensibly, please. Retaking the cathedral is our priority, but furthering our strength is useful as well. However, let us not deviate long and return to town this evening. I am ready and prepared for the battle at any time.
Here.
Noble family's villa. Apologies, forget I said anything. We come all this way, so let's bulk up and return to town. You going in? I'm all set to assist. Planning on going inside, are you? Well, here's some friendly advice. Don't. I heard an awful noise coming from deep within. It was a terrifying roar. Certainly no noise a Goborn could make. You think it was a Gaptoros? Really? A Gaptoros? Ah, there's no way I can handle a monster like that. I only came because I heard it was a Goborns. I'll just say that if those beasts are here, then staying would be madness. You guys should turn back too if you value your lives. Wow, if the Captoris really is that fearsome, then we better be sure we're well prepared. It's fine.
Okay then.
Exploring this area, right? Yeah, let's go. So many confirmations. I just want to enter a dungeon. You know, the thing I do normally in an RPG. So, the inside's like this, huh?
Should we try somewhere else?
I wonder where the Gaptoros is. Give me a sec, I'll take a look. Well, I can't be totally sure from here, but it doesn't seem to be close by.
Well then.
I guess we'll just have to stay vigilant. It's fairly dark, so stay close.
If so,
We'll guard the rear. Apologies, but it seems you'll have to lead the way. Yes, I'll have to lead the way. Why is there somebody in here if it's so damn dangerous? Wasn't expecting these vicious monsters. How could things have turned out this way?
What?
Vicious monsters? You mean the Gaptoros? No, Goborns. I defeated one easily, and then Goborns wielding all kinds of weapons started flooding out. Before I knew it, I was surrounded by all manner of Goborns. Just thinking about it makes my knees weak. I want to just give up and go home, but I told everyone I wouldn't come back until I became the Adventurer King himself. Bloody hell. Yes, fair. Hello.
What now? This won't stop us.
He's anxious, and they're targeting him.
I call upon royal power within.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
still danger here. Stay vigilant.
Tis all over.
Take them all out. Done yet.
Let's pick the tough one.
That's the last of them. The way's clear. We made sure
The sound balance in this game is questionable. I'm gonna have to fiddle around with the sound levels to get something that I want. Haha, hey kiddo, which weapon are you using?
What?
It talked. You think a tooth can't chatter by itself? Well, chew on this. I've got jaw-dropping news you guys know nothing about. Depending on your weapon, your attack power is gonna totally change. Guess that's kinda obvious. That's important for magic too. The strength of magic depends on your weapons, you know? Chew on that for a while, would you? You're very knowledgeable. Well, that's enough for now. Wouldn't want to bite off more than you can chew. Next time I'll teach you some secrets you can really sink your teeth into. Yeah.
We won't lose this fight.
the knight errant Falkenberg.
Warrior!
I will fight with Seeker. Is there another way?
Oh, power of heroes! This won't do. I
Hold
predicted.
yourself together.
What the hell am I missing?
He's badly wounded. If anyone heal him. Stroll can't take any more.
The freedom of brightest power. We're not out of this yet.
Helpful as ever.
Observe knight.
Why are you missing? Every single freaking time.
Is that all?
They're weak to pole arms and she misses.
Logan, break down. Get her back up.
Will you? your tale.
I was like, how can they weak the pole arms if she can't hit a damn thing?
Cannot avoid this. Let us settle this.
Finish them off.
Is everyone right there? You yet cling to life.
Only one left. Finish them off. Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody. That should.
Freaking ridiculous.
I imagine that would be of use.
We can't get
You
sloppy.
face the knight-errant Halkenberg.
I call upon royal power within! Hack and slash!
It's okay. We win! Still up?
By the sworn oath of knighthood. Right there! Still standing, I see.
Weak to pole arms? I barely did any damage.
Can I do?
Badly wounded. Can anyone
This
heal
is
him?
nothing.
Stroll can't take any more. Someone heal him.
The end's in sight!
Nice. Come
always
forward. Royal sword. We can do this.
I owe you.
Is everyone all right? I stand waiting.
I shall fight a warrior! I'll cut you
Right
down!
on target.
The freedom of a wand. Seeker! Light! Stay sharp.
For the
It's not
captain.
bad.
Let's keep it going.
Is that all?
Only one left. Finish them off and we're clear.
Like this.
I can't afford.
Damage is totally weak. I was not expecting. I was not expecting that.
We're not out of this yet.
Thank you. This is nothing. Right there!
In no holding back!
Woo, not too shabby. Let's keep this up, everyone.
Not bad.
Victory is ours, and safety hard won.
Oh, that leads upstairs somehow.
Right?
There's nothing but goblins around here. So many novice adventurers come to this place looking to test their mettle. Some had the fool idea to bring in staff and mace igniters. You wouldn't be so daft, would you? You can't ever let a goblin see one of those. If you do, they'll launch into a frenzy as soon as they see your weapon. You may think goblins are dumb little fellas, but they're smart enough to know magic users are bad news.
Oh, yeah?
Those days are maces, huh? I guess that means we shouldn't go mage or healer. But even so, goblins have weak points. They all but fall apart when faced with poison or paralysis. Here, I'll give you this stunning arrow. Makes them sit still, then take them out. And don't panic.
Right?
Poison and paralysis is pretty effective against goblins. Just be careful about having a staff or mace on you. Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
They saw us. Guys, everyone.
Let's take them all out!
Quick, everyone, go. Roll took one out.
We fight
I will
well.
fight with pride. Seeker! With healing
I'm
power.
obliged.
I come!
No. Comrade, lend me your strength.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. Well, silly me.
That's the last of them. The way's clear.
we go.
You face the knight-errant Halkenberg.
I shall vanquish evil. It's okay. We can do this. This'll do.
Observe the enemy. Huh, like this.
Almost finished. Good one, Strong. Take it.
Only 2 enemies
Sworn
left.
oath of
Stay
knighthood.
sharp.
Huh, right there.
Oh, it didn't take long for them to come for cover.
Can anyone heal him? Stroll can't take any more. Someone heal him.
Hack and slash. I won't hold back. We're not out of this
I owe
yet.
you.
By the sworn oath of knighthood. Just the thing.
Only 2 enemies
Are you
left.
prepared?
Stay sharp.
Let's wrap this up.
Great job,
Okay,
Stroll.
come forth, royal soul.
Only
I
1 left.
stand.
Finish the job. We're clear.
She went from 44 to 46.
Badly wounded. Anyone heal him?
I shall vanquish evil.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
Oh.
Hail!
Oh, I think they see us.
Let's settle this quick. The freedom of a wanderer. A tough one.
Oh, we do nothing for damage. Freaking pathetic.
Only 2
I shall
enemies left.
vanquish evil.
Stay sharp.
He's the only one that does damage.
Still up? I right there! Worthy foe after all.
Yikes! Here comes the counter.
Only a flesh wound. This is nothing.
No holding back. Not done yet. Let's tough one.
Observe the enemy.
Stay sharp.
Was I predictable?
Work together.
Her accuracy is just garbage.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal him. Hulkenberg's
Warrior. One leg.
help.
I will seek her. Healing power.
Thank you. It's for all the we strive for.
That's the last of them. The way's clear.
Okay, I'll strive for greater heights.
There's a...
What now?
I thought I got a weapon from that guy. I guess not.
This is bad. They're onto us.
This is our chance. Let's go.
I shall.
No holding back.
Got one. Great
Well,
job, Stroll.
right there! Still standing, I see.
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming. Let's keep moving.
God, I thought she would be a cool party member. She's trash.
Don't let your guard down.
I'm giving my all. Okay. Give us all we've got.
Troll, you gotta aim better than that.
Only a flesh wound.
How the hell do you guys miss so much?
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming. Let's keep moving. No, looks like they found us.
Brace yourself.
Hulkenberg's fighting her anxieties. Keep the enemies off her.
Now, warrior.
Got one. Great job, Troll.
Right there!
They're seizing their
Your
chance while
Highness.
Hulkenberg's anxious.
I call upon royal power within. Damn it. Still more.
Are there? Come on, everyone.
After me.
Yeah.
Are you prepared?
Troll took one out.
The freedom of a seeker.
Observe the enemy. Huh. Like this.
I shall. Tougher than I thought.
Only one left. Finish them off. And that's that. Victory's ours. We made short work of them.
Might be of use later.
What now?
What does this thing give her? Nothing? Raises max HP by 5, increases our type experience by 100. Seems like she needs it the most. Max HP by 5. Let's see, he's rank 6. The healer needs to be, what, rank 10? Something ridiculous like that. Oh, he takes more than that to get him to 7. Oh, damn, really?
Nice. I bet we'll find a use for that.
you see a use for it, I say take it with you. Hey.
All good.
Our enemies.
Let's take them all out. Now, I shall vanquish evil.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
I guess I should have given both of them the night class. Seems like that's the most useful.
This battle's ours.
Yeah, because the the warrior class, the night class is completely useless.
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming.
Again, these enemies are weak to polearms, and she just barely does any damage.
Remain steadfast. Some foes still draw breath.
Our usual tactics should work.
Let's do this.
Seeker! Flare!
I shall vanquish evil.
I stand ready. For all that we strive for! Nothing. Is that all?
We can do this!
I'm obliged.
Now, what's no holding back?
Roll took one out.
Good one.
Is everyone alright?
By the tower!
Are you prepared?
Oh, he's out of MP. Well,
Time to go offensive. Let's try this.
By the sworn oath of knighthood. Right there!
Let's go! With healing
My
power.
thanks. No holding back.
Only two
I
enemies
stand
left.
up!
Great
Yes!
start.
Still standing, I see.
cannot kill anything. So sad.
Only two enemies left. Stay sharp.
Here.
I owe you. In that I call upon royal power within.
Right there!
By the tower.
Listening.
In the net, I shall vanquish evil.
Woo, not too shabby. Let's keep this up, everyone.
They'll need more than this. Come forth, royal soul. We can do
My
this.
thanks. I call upon
Well, you think they'd be
power within.
weak to magic if even seeing a magic user angers them, but nope, not weak to magic at all.
Only one
And
left.
that doesn't really make sense the way the way it's set up.
I shall vanquish evil.
And that's that. Victory's ours.
What now?
This is bad. They're onto us.
What?
Incoming.
Is that all? Only a flesh wound.
The captain's anxiety is overwhelming him. We can't let him get hit.
A warrior.
Right there. Is that all?
Are you prepared?
That's the last of them. The way's clear. There are some enemies left. Stay sharp. There they go.
Oh, they saw us. Push through.
Down.
We strike first.
I
see you.
and we'll win this. Now, what's the...
Eyes
Done yet.
Right there.
Woo, not too shabby. Let's keep this up, everyone.
Let's give him a
Jump
fight.
on him. Everyone, go.
In the... Die hard. I'm set.
Yes.
Woo, not too shabby. Let's keep this up, everyone.
They chose the wrong opponent.
I don't know. I mean, Shin Megami Tensei is number 1. I mean, I think so far I do like this a little bit better than Persona, just because it's a, you know, it's a sort of a better setting. Yeah, I don't have to worry about the school management. I mean, they just replaced the school management with the city quests, so I don't know how much different that is. I mean, on the surface it's different, but I think basically you're still just doing tasks. And you have a certain number of tasks to do, and I don't know. I think Persona's the better vibe, you know. Like I think Shin Megami Tensei is still number 1. I don't think any of their development teams can get beyond that. But then Persona and then this, assuming this is going to be a series. You know, you never know. Maybe just a one-off. You know, they do one-offs pretty frequently.
Act fast. We'll win this.
Everyone, go.
Are you prepared? Pack it. That's one.
Always come through.
A tough one.
But yeah, it's not really that far off from Persona.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
Satisfactory.
Don't get too relaxed. The monsters are relentless.
Tis our own way.
Take them all down and go.
Seeker. I shall vanquish evil. Let's wrap this up.
Great job.
Yes.
I mean, the characters so far are interesting.
Still up? No.
Although they're kind of like the normal,
Keep moving.
you know, Japanese fantasy tropes.
I think we got them all.
Like they really aren't going beyond that.
For a while. Hey, you found something.
I don't know. I really don't like the whole time limits thing. It's just not a thing I love.
Got a sec?
Like I would just want to do all the quests. I don't want to have to manage the calendar.
That solves that.
I just think that they could do away with something like that.
That
Looks like the mirage of a cat from Academia. What's it doing here?
Isn't that?
Well, Moore did mention that the cat would help us on our journey. I think it wants you to pet him. By petting the mirage of Moore's pet cat, you can save your progress in dungeons like you would at a Magla Hollow. You can also prepare yourself in Academia or return to the dungeon entrance. If you spot him, try petting him.
What do you think?
What do you want to do? Record my journey, of course. Seems like he's saying he'll record your journey up to here. Probably has something to do with that weird igniter hanging around his neck. It's strange, but I feel like I can calmly think back on everything that's happened when I touched this cat. I guess there's not much time for reflection when we're in battle after all. We should pet him again the next time we see him.
Let's hurry.
Alright, let's keep going.
What?
No, we need to switch her out. Because her frickin' knight stance is absolutely useless in this dungeon.
Welcome. I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Yeah, weak to pole arms, my ass. So, this is the soul of the warrior. A thrill runs through me at the prospect of wielding my sword at the front lines. I shall keep this way of life. My determination is no mere ruse.
I've acquired a new power.
What now?
Okay, meowmurai seems like he needs to be in the back. Since he's doing Seeker.
Oh. You'll come again.
Yeah, strangely enough, I'm not like super in love with this yet. I think it might take me a little while.
Yep. All right.
Looks like the Goptaurus is up ahead. Are you ready? Ah, there he is. Looks like this Goptaurus. He's really raring to go, too. No sign of retreat. It must be acclimated to people. It's likely caused damage yet to be discovered. Well, that ends today. We're taking you down. I see our foe's bringing his A game, too. Oh, I can't wait for this.
Watch out.
It's not messing around. Be careful, everyone.
On guard!
Well, I'm ready as can be. Come, monster. You shall be rust upon my lance. Well. I can't quite do the lance thing with you.
Let me help.
Well, thanks.
Is everyone all right? Oh, power of hero!
Oh, right.
I will fight with
Hulk.
lightest power. Here.
Thank you. Oh, he's not
So badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Suppose this is it.
Someone get him back on his feet.
Oh, okay. I see.
Not this item. Warrior! I strike with conviction!
It's okay.
We're not out of this yet.
Stroll
By
got
my
knocked out.
support.
Get him back on his feet.
Not like this.
Someone.
Still stands.
Okay, so he just does tons and tons of damage, and you do nothing.
Not like this.
I shall
Someone
be as a
help,
shield.
please.
No.
Okay, so we basically need to return back to town, or do some more level raising.
What now?
But that being said, why don't we stop it here? This is meowmurai. You've been watching Metaphor REFantazio running on PC. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.